this is such a good angle. I'm back on my running shit. I don't know if you can hear my voice, but I'm ill. I haven't ran in a few weeks. I'm back on my running shit. We're here today to run. I don't know how far we're gonna run because, like I said, I'm not very well, but I'm getting back into it, and this is my last week of unemployment, so I need to run now. This is the only chance I'm gonna get to do it freely. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to run early in the morning or late at night. Right now, it's like 9 o'clock on Monday morning, and I'm getting back on the grind. I would normally try and do 5k, but I'm ill. So I think I'm gonna try and do 2.5k for my first day. And then tomorrow I might try and do a 5k. But we'll see. I ended up doing 3.2k, which is way more than I expected to do. So I'm quite proud of myself, but tomorrow I'm gonna challenge myself to a 5k, even though I still feel like shit. But I feel like running helps. Running makes me feel better. So yeah, 3.2k today. We'll see how much I get done tomorrow. It is about 4 p.m. on Monday, maybe closer to 5. And I just finished reading Powerless by Elsie Silver. This is the third book in the Chestnut Springs series, and if you don't know, this series is like a small town cowboy romance series. This book specifically follows Jasper, who is sort of like an adopted brother to the Eaton boys, and he's a world famous hockey player, and a girl called Sloane, who's a ballerina, who is a cousin of the Eaton boys. And this book was sort of like a friends to lovers, unrequited love book. Sloane had been in love with Jasper ever since they met when she was like 10, but she thought that Jasper never even like looked at her like that or anything. It turns out he did, but he just didn't do anything about it. I did enjoy this book, but Heartless, the book before this one about Cade and Willa, was a 6-star read for me. Like, that was like one of my new favourite romances of all time, and this one just, like, compared to that one, it just didn't do it for me. The tone of this book was like just really low and depressing, and like I get it because Jasper's upbringing was awful. Like, he had such bad childhood trauma, and like I get it, but I just was so like depressed reading this book. It was like 450 pages, and it was just sad for like at least 200 of them. What I did like about this book was that like in Heartless, the third act conflict, like, it wasn't a breakup, it was just a disagreement that was resolved very quickly. That's what I like about Elsie Silver's books, because I don't like breakups that drag on for ages. So I did enjoy that part, and like, it was easy to read, obviously, like, it's an Elsie Silver book. I did enjoy the romance, it just was not my favourite in the series. Like, it was definitely my least favourite. Right now, my order is Heartless, then Flawless, then Powerless. So I only have Reckless and Hopeless left to read, and Reckless is about Winter, Summer's sister, and then Hopeless is about Beau, I'm pretty sure. And I definitely will finish the series, but Powerless was like a 3-star for me. So today is Monday the 23rd of October, and tomorrow is Tuesday the 24th, because that's how dates work. But tomorrow is the release day of A Curse for True Love, and I'm planning on reading that book as soon as I get it. I've pre-ordered 2 copies because I'm excessive, but that is my most anticipated release ever. That is my favourite series ever, so I'm so excited for that book to come. So if I do pick anything else up tonight, it will be a book that I'm already currently reading. So I'm currently reading Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I say currently reading, I haven't read it in like over a month or something. But I am like 300 pages in and I do want to finish it. I just found it so difficult to read. Apparently I don't vibe with books called Powerless. And then I'm also reading the second book in the Harry Potter series, which is the Chamber of Secrets. So I'll probably pick up one of those two, or a Frida McFadden book on my Kindle tonight rather than starting a brand new book, because like I said, I am reading A Curse for True Love tomorrow, so I don't want to start anything new before that. Also, I just really hope that the book comes early enough that I can read it all in one day, because like, so I've pre-ordered an Amazon copy because Amazon is just the standard edition and that's the one I want to read, and then I've also pre-ordered the Waterstones exclusive edition because I need that edition, but I don't want to read the exclusive edition because I like to annotate those books. So I'm really hoping that Amazon delivers early, because I really want to read that book all in one day, like I have with every other one of the books in the series. So I'll be sad if it takes forever to come, but that is the plan. I'll let you know what I pick up later. Oh, I also forgot to say, by finishing Powerless, I've just completed my reading goal, my Goodreads goal for 2023, which was 70 books, and Powerless was my 70th book. So I've officially completed my goal and I have like a month and a half of the year left. So I'm hoping like I'll be able to read, although I do start work next week, but I'm hoping I'll be able to read like between 80 and 85 books this year, which is really exciting. Okay, I've been patiently waiting by the front door all day. It's about 2 p.m. right now. I'm still waiting for another edition to come today, but I'm literally shaking. I feel like I'm gonna cry. A Curse for True Love is finally here. But I'm confused because this is the pre-order from Amazon and I thought it was just a standard edition, and I don't know if this is just on all of the standard editions, but there's foiling on the cover, which is just not what I expected, because on the standard edition of The Ballad of Never After there is nothing, and then I have the Hard Escape special edition of Once Upon a Broken Heart and there is. So I don't know if that one, this edition of A Curse for True Love, is not the standard, but I thought it was. But I do also have the Waterstones exclusive edition coming today as well. It says May the Best Villain Win. I've been waiting for this book for months. I am so excited that it is finally here. I'm going to start reading it immediately. It's 381 pages. I've already checked. I just need to know. The dedication is for anyone who's ever hoped for a second chance. Miss Garber is truly just ripping my heart out of my chest with just the dedication. I need to calm down. I want to read this all today. It's already like almost 3 p.m, but I need to read it today. I need to. Luckily the standard edition came first, so I can read this one because I'm going to annotate it. I read Once Upon a Broken Heart in paperback and annotated that, but then The Ballad of Never After I read in hardback and annotated that one, so I'm going to annotate this one. But I genuinely don't, words can't explain how excited I am for this book. I have never been as excited for a new release as I am about this. This is truly my favourite series in the world. And so I genuinely feel like crying. Like this is a big day for me. So let's just get to reading this book. Okay, this is truly going to be an experience. First, I need to choose what colour tabs I'm using. The cover is mostly like this blue-green colour, so I have, ignore the lighter, I I have like 1,000 tabs in here, and I just need to find one that's just perfect. Okay, I feel like these tabs are gonna be the best. Specifically this dark purple here. You can't even see, wait there. Okay, this dark purple I feel like goes really well with it, and also the dark blue matches so well. So I think it's between these. I might go with the purple or the blue, I don't know yet. My room is sort of a mess, but I just really need to document this reading experience. I'm beginning the book. Oh, part 5, 4. Okay. I'll read the first page with you and then I'll stop. Yeah. Yay! Okay, I literally read one chapter of this. Already my heart is broken, but then the Waterstones edition came, and at first it looks exactly the same, like it's the same foiling and everything. I thought, why have I got 2 of the same book? But there are actually some bonus chapters at the back of this one. So after I finish reading this one, I'm going to have to read the bonus chapters in this one. I will take off that sticker, but I wish that there was just something like more. Like this one should have sprayed edges or something. Like they're exactly the same with the same foiling and everything. It's just that this one has the bonus chapters. But I love this series, so I'm keeping the 2 copies. Okay, I've been reading for a little bit now. I am on page 162. So I'm like almost halfway in. This book is so good. Okay, I'm trying not to give spoilers because obviously this is the 3rd and final book in a series, and it would be just absolutely horrible of me to spoil it for people if they haven't read it or if they haven't got to this one. But what do I say to not spoil it? Okay. I am going to say things that happened at the end of The Ballad of Never After, but I'm not going to spoil this one. So if you haven't even read The Ballad of Never After, then skip. Maybe just skip this scene. But basically, at the end of The Ballad of Never After, we ended on the cliffhanger with Evangeline's memories being erased, and Apollo sort of lying to her and saying that he's her husband and he loves her and they're happy together. And yeah, we're following Evangeline at the castle as she tries to piece together her memories that she's lost. She's trying to figure out what's been taken from her, what's happened in the past year, and she's trying to figure out whether or not she can trust Apollo. It's so good, but it's so frustrating when you know what you want to happen, but it's just not happening. But obviously it can't happen yet. Like, she can't just remember everything and go back to normal yet, because the book would be over instantly. Like, it needs to be this way. But it's just so frustrating because I'm like, just please get your memories back. Like, oh, it's so frustrating, but in the best way. Like, it's not a book that I'm not triggered by it because I'm frustrated. I'm loving every single moment of it, and it's exactly the same as the first 2 books, where I literally just couldn't wait to turn the next page and see what was going to happen. I am definitely going to continue reading this the whole night until I fall asleep. If I don't finish it before I fall asleep, then I'll finish it in the morning. But I'm planning on just reading straight for the rest of the night until I literally fall asleep with the book on my face because I've been so excited for this book for so long, and it's finally here, and it's giving me everything that I wanted, and I'm annotating it, and we're getting 3 points of view in this book too. It's just such a good series, and honestly, if you have not read this series, please go and read it. I have my editions there, like they don't go there, but I've just put them there to look at because this is genuinely my favourite series in the world, and that is a huge thing for me to say because I've never felt this way about a series. Like even ACOTAR, like I love ACOTAR, but it's Once Upon a Broken Heart for me. It just is. So yeah, I can't wait to continue. I really hope that I don't cry, but I probably will. But and like just looking all over Instagram and just seeing everyone getting their copies and everyone starting the book, and it's just so, I've never ever in my, it's been like 3 years now that I've been back into reading, never in my 3 years of being on BookTube or Bookstagram or anything have I been this excited for a book to release. And it's just crazy that this is the series that's done it for me, and it's really made me want to also continue the Caraval series. So I'm definitely planning on picking up Legendary after I finish this one, just to stay in Stephanie Garber's world. Okay, I just finished the normal A Curse for True Love. I did cry. I'm going to quickly grab the Waterstones exclusive edition because I know that there's at least one bonus chapter in there, so I'm going to quickly read that, and then I will give an actual update. I can't believe that I just finished that book. Also, it is 2 minutes past midnight. Okay, in this exclusive edition it says read on for an exclusive bonus epilogue. Oh, okay. Okay. Shut the F up. Right. The letter in this at the back of this book says, if you're reading this letter, that means you're in possession of an edition of A Curse for True Love that has one of 3 alternate endings, which I've written in the form of bonus epilogues. Oh my god, so this is only one of 3 alternate endings. It's only 7 pages long. So I'm just going to quickly read this and then I will officially update you. Okay. I read the bonus chapter. I'll be honest, not relevant. So yeah, the bonus chapter, I will say, the letter before it said that it's one of 3 alternate endings, and it doesn't have any actual weight on the actual ending. It's just, if you wanted an alternate ending, there's one there for you, but it does say it's one of 3. The one I got it didn't matter to me. It's cute that it was included though. As for this, I don't want to say too much because I literally just do not want to spoil this book at all for anyone. Like, if this series had got spoiled for me, I would have been so upset, which is why I read this book immediately on release. Also, I do just want to say it's like midnight now, and while I was reading, the last time I did check my phone was like 10:30. So I can definitely say that it's one of those books that just makes you completely forget that you're reading. And I haven't had that happen to me in a long time. Um, and the books that it has happened to me, the ones that stand out are all three books in this series. Like, I genuinely cannot put into words how much this series means to me. It is my favourite series in the entire world. And I'm so happy that I found something like this. And I have this connection to it. Yeah, I did cry. It was incredible. This is still my favourite series. This book is 5 stars. Every book in the series is 5 stars. I feel like my favourite in the series might be The Ballad of Never After. Just because the stakes were so high, and I mean, the stakes in this one were also high, like high. Also, I think I finally figured out why Jax has the apples. I'm pretty sure it didn't say it specifically, but in like in the epilogue, like on the last page, it sort of hinted. So I'm glad I figured that out. Yeah, I don't have words. Please, if you have not read this series, read it. I have no words. I do feel a bit empty now that I know that it's finished. And I feel like I just want to reread these 3 books over and over again for the rest of my life. But alas, we power on. We continue. It is currently 7 p.m. the next day. I forgot to update today, but I did continue reading Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets because I just felt like it would be something easy to read after the absolute heartbreak and pure hangover of A Curse for True Love. So I'm currently on page 170 of the second Harry Potter book, which is about halfway. I find these books so easy to read. I'm reading them for the first time ever. I've seen all the films, but I haven't read the books. So I've just been reading this today. I've read about 80 pages today, and I am going to try and continue it tonight. Hopefully finish it maybe. Because like I said, it is a fast read, and I'm alternating between reading it physically and reading it on my Kindle. Also, I had to take all the stickers off my Kindle because I'm planning on taking my Kindle to work every day, and I just can't be walking around a law office with like spicy books, iced coffee and smut like on the back of my Kindle. Like, I just can't be doing that. So I had to take my stickers off so it looks really plain and boring, but it had to be done. But that is my plan for this evening, and hopefully I can finish it tonight. If not, I'll definitely finish it tomorrow. But I really want to get like at least 2 more books read, ideally 3, before I start work, but I do only have 4 days left to do it, and I'm getting my nails done tomorrow. I'm getting them infilled in the morning, so but that's the only plan I have for the next 4 days, so I should be able to read quite a bit. It's just like I'm getting so distracted by my phone, and I know that there's a lot of people struggling with that at the minute. Like, I just can't sit down and read without constantly picking up my phone to check it. So I think what I'm going to do tomorrow is I might try and put my phone like in a different room and try and read for as long as possible without my phone even being in the same room, because I think that will help me be less distracted. So we'll see if that works. I'm gonna try it, and I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, I am perfect angle. I'm #stressed. My hair looks awful. I just had to throw a headband on it because I'm running so late. Well, not so late, it's just my anxious brain telling me that I'm running late. I have a nail appointment to get these bad boys fixed at 10. It's currently rush hour. It's 9:10 and the place is quite far away from me. And I have to park in a multi-storey car park and then walk there. So I'm stressing because I feel like I'm going to be late. I'm probably not going to be late. There's someone watching me. It will be fine, but I'm just #stressed. So this is the before, and I'll show you my nails after. I know that you're the wrong way around, but does anyone else never know whether to have their lights on or not? I'm stuck in traffic immediately. I've only just left the house. Okay, I was saying, does anyone else never know whether or not to have their lights on? Because like it's daytime, but everyone around me has their lights on, but it's a bit foggy, but like, and it's a bit dark, but it's like, it's 9:15. Does anyone else know what I mean? Like, I never know whether to put them on or not. I know that most cars have them automatically come on, but mine do not, so I just never know. Most of the time, if like everyone else around me has their lights on, I just put them on and just hope for the best. It is saying I'm gonna get there like 20 minutes early, but it takes me like at least 5 minutes to get from the car park to the place, so that's okay. I like to be early. My anxiety can't handle being late. I must be early everywhere I go. I'm obviously here 20 minutes early after stressing that I would be late, but I have 20 minutes till my appointment now, so I'll just wait. Also, it's raining and I don't have a hood, so that's really fun. Okay, I'm pretty sure I did show you my nails, but I'll just show you them again just in case, because I can't remember what I filmed this morning. But my plan for the day is I really want to finish a book. I just need to finish a book. I want to finish 3 before Monday, so I need to finish a book today. So I could read the rest of Harry Potter 2 and just finish that one. That is a definite, like, easy, yes, I could finish it today. However, we all know that I started reading Powerless. Sorry, it felt dusty. I started reading Powerless, and I am now on page 320. Every single review I see on this book, every single time someone talks about it on TikTok, they say it's the best book they've ever read. It's the best fantasy they've ever read. 6-star read, incredible. I've not seen a single person other than me and Em not like it. So I'm confused, like, was it just me? I don't know. Like, I remember I did get to a part that I was really enjoying. Like, the first trial I really enjoyed. So maybe I just stopped. Maybe I just forgot to pick it up. I don't know what happened. But I think today I'm going to try and actually finish this one instead, because I just want to see if like my opinion changes. Like, maybe it was just me at the time of reading. I don't know. So if you don't know, this is a fantasy romance about a girl called Payden and a prince called Kai. Payden has no powers. Prince Kai does, and basically the king is trying to rid all the people who have no powers out of the world. They like purge them, and basically Juliet stumbles upon this resistance group that are trying to stop this purging and whatever. So there's also these trials going on, which is how Juliet met Prince Kai. And the trials are basically like a bunch of magic people fighting to win. It's very Hunger Games, but Payden is taking part because she pretends that she's a psychic. She doesn't actually have any powers. I do remember the first trial was really good, so I don't know. I guess it was just me. But yeah, I think I am going to try and finish reading this book today. The writing is so small, so it might take me a while, but I do have it on my iPad too that I can read it on. But I am gonna try and finish this because I truly believe that this is a good book. I just don't know what's what was wrong with me personally when I was reading it. But I'm 320 pages in, which means I have 180 pages left because it's about 500. And I can do this, and I'm going to love it. I'm just telling myself that I am going to love this book. Okay, I did finish Powerless. I get it, okay, I get it. It was just me. I think I was in a bad reading mood when I read the first half of this book, because when I was reading the second half, I got really invested and I loved what happened. I do feel like I can only give it like a 3-star because the first 300 pages I just wasn't feeling. And some of the things in it did irk me a bit. For example, the constant repetition of the word powerless. Like, I get that that's the book's title, but I understand that she doesn't have any powers. I don't need you to keep reminding me. I know, okay? I know. So that did annoy me a bit, and yeah, obviously my first half of reading this wasn't great, but I did end up enjoying it, and I knew that it was going to leave on a cliffhanger, but I still did not expect like specifically what happened at the end. So I am excited for the next book, and I will probably reread this book next year before the next one comes out, just to see if it will influence my opinion of it anymore. But it was pretty good in the end, and I'm glad that I finished it, because there's nothing worse than getting 300 pages into a book and then DNFing it. So I'm really glad I finished it. But that does conclude this week's vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I don't know if they're going to be as consistent because, like I said, I do start my job in 2 days. So we'll see if I still have the time to film, but bear with me.